Shalom Akim. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson through the Spirit and Lord willing this be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchaha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. All right. So the video that you're about to listen to is another case of what the scriptures describe here in the book of Psalms. All right. And I'm going to get this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 64 and verse 8. It reads, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." All right. So this is a case of their own tongue falling upon themselves. You see what I'm saying? Esau's own technology is airing them out. You know what I'm saying? Their own technology is pretty much exposing them. All right? Like the scriptures say in Isaiah, I believe it's Isaiah chapter 47. Or I get the two mixed up, Salakia. Maybe Jeremiah. Don't want to get that mixed up, so let's do this. All right? The Lord has made Esau bare, man. Right? So this is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. It reads, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not." All right? So these devils are being caught. All right? And the Lord is exposing them on every front, even by their own AI, their own artificial intelligence. All right. As our elders, you know what I'm saying, go into this chat GPT from time to time, you know what I'm saying? We tapped into it now, man. You know what I'm saying? Where we can ask particular things and it's actually exposing the way this devil moves. Right? So without further ado, we're gonna start it off. We're gonna get this video and expound on it with a couple precepts. All right, so check it out. So lock it.
Would you destroy the young? If you were the devil, how would you destroy the young people of the next generation without them realizing it?
The way I would destroy the young people of the next generation without them even noticing is this. I'd start early, before they even know who they are. And I'd keep them so distracted, they never even think to ask. I'd remove purpose from their childhoods. Make sure they're addicted to dopamine before they even hit their teens. Until they're overstimulated, underdeveloped, and unable to sit still. So that by the time real life demands something from them, they're already slaves to impulse. I'd let them chase pleasure, chase noise, chase approval, and I'd make silence feel unbearable. Then I'd make faith look like homework, something boring, rigid, and irrelevant. I'd convince them that obedience and honoring parents is weakness, and package rebellion as self-love. I'd tell them independence means isolation, that needing people is embarrassing, that asking for guidance is outdated. I'd shift the culture so that sin looks like self-expression. Let them believe their desires are divine, and anything that restrains them, especially God, is their enemy. I'd glamorize influencers who stand for nothing. I'd make vanity look like confidence, and make fame the highest form of validation. I'd keep them stuck by always comparing themselves to everything they see on social media. Then I'd keep them afraid of thinking deeply, ashamed of walking against the crowd, and desperate to fit in and belong to a world that's falling apart. And when they finally feel the emptiness, I'd make sure they never trace it back to the absence of God. I'd keep them chasing empty validation loops, podcasts, self-love routines, anything but submission. I'd tell them, you don't need a tribe. You don't need brotherhood. You don't need to be around people who remind you of God. And finally, I'd re-engineer the world itself so that the tribes of evil feel welcoming and the communities of truth feel foreign, weird, and boring. That's how I'd win. Not with blood, not with fire, but with confusion and comfort.
So what's the solution?
And that's the question. That's the question. What's the solution? The only ones who have the solution are the men of the Lord, who's coming in the truth. You see what I'm saying? This is Isaiah chapter 8. Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. It reads, to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. You see what I'm saying? And there's no light in this world. You see what I'm saying? There's no light in this world. But you Israelites, all right, you are the hopeful elect. You see what I'm saying? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, Hispanics, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds that's been scattered across the entire world, whose lineage goes back to these people, man. You who believe in the words of the prophets, it's time for you to repent and turn back. You see what I'm saying? Turn away from all this madness, because what we clearly saw, what we clearly heard from ChatGPT is everything that the scriptures tell us. This is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. It reads, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink, and men of strength to mingle strong drink. You see what I'm saying? Which justify the wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. This is exactly what has happened. You see what I'm saying? Everything that the scriptures just explained, ChatGPT described it. And it's happening right before our eyes, man. This is why the scriptures say what they say. Let's go to Sirach. Sirach chapter 10. Verse 4. Sirach chapter 10. Let me start at verse 3. Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And the only one who is profitable to rule this earth are the Israelites, beginning with our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and the 144,000 headed by King David. This is the throne of David that's coming. This is an actual rulership, a government that is going to be established on the planet. You see what I'm saying? Verse 8, Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. You go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, it tells you clearly that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We have seen the fruits of Esau's world, and ChatGPT just explained all of their fruit. This is the rulership of the quote unquote white man. You see what I'm saying? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. This is his rulership. And you look around you. Look at all the confusion. Look at all the chaos. And it's only going to get worse. This is the result of Esau's rulership. He is unprofitable. The world is dying, man. The planet is dying. The inhabitants are lamenting. You see what I'm saying? And all the nations are tired of this. They tired of this nigga, man. So what's the solution? The solution is very simple. You see what I'm saying? But not everybody wants that solution, because it requires an absolute eradication. That's what nobody want to talk about. Nobody outside of the prophets, outside of true prophets, want to talk about that. Let's get this here. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, the Edomites. The Edomites. While these jokers is out here trying to say that Esau's done away with, the scriptures clearly tell you that they will be ruling at the end of days. And here they are. They're ruling at the end of these days. You have no choice now but to accept that these Edomites are alive and well, and they are ruling in this world, and they're ruining it. Prophesy against Mount Seir. All right, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You see what I'm saying? The Lord's about to turn the tables on them. All right. How did the world end up this bad? It's because they have the children of Israel under subjection. That's how this happened. You see what I'm saying? This is Jeremiah chapter 49. Let's go back to Jeremiah 49. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody wants to deal with the truth, man. Not everybody wants to deal with the solution. Everybody asks, what's the solution? What's the solution? But when the prophets give you what the solution is, everybody wants to buck up and say, you're preaching hate, this and that, so on and so forth. But you want the solution. This is the solution. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. That's right, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, you have drunken of that cup. You've drunken of that cup. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't for us to drink that cup, man, but we drunk it. We've had to deal with the bitterness of this hell. We had to come under servitude. We had to be their slaves. We had to be at the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Continuing on. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So it's about to be their turn to drink of this cup. It's about to be their turn to drink this cup, man. You see what I'm saying? They need to be taken out of rulership and to be put under subjugation. And the world is going to rejoice at the fall of this devil, man. The world is going to rejoice. See what I'm saying? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. All right, Isaiah chapter 14. Let's start at verse 4. It reads, Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. You see what I'm saying? This is a prophecy. This is a prophecy of future Babylon. What we are in right now is Mystery Babylon. The whore of Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. You see what I'm saying? Prophesied in Revelation, all right, the 17th chapter. You see what I'm saying? It says, verse 5, The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. What he goes around the entire world with his quote unquote democracy. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures say in Jeremiah that he's the hammer of the whole earth. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. You see what I'm saying? When it's his time, when it's these Edomites' time to go into persecution, to go into captivity, all the world is going to rejoice. You see what I'm saying? So no one's going to hinder it. No one's going to tell us to stop. No one's going to stop us. Nobody's going to try to. Because they know that this devil has done far too much. They know that these Edomites have done too goddamn much. Verse 7, The whole earth is at rest and is quiet, and they break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. You see? This is why the world is in mourning, man. You look at the youth. What did ChatGPT say? All right. It said that if I was going to do this, I would start young. I would get them while they're young. All right. Isn't that what they said? They said that they're coming for your children, right? They made a whole song about it. A whole song. They said they're coming for your children, and here they are. They done got the children. They done got the youth. You see what I'm saying? This is why you see the world so messed up. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Why? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. You see what I'm saying? Everything that ChatGPT just told you is everything that goes against what the Lord has set up. When you see these women behaving the way they're behaving, it's because Esau, Edom, has gone against what the Lord has set in place. And all these women are behaving the way Esau's system is telling them to behave. You see what I'm saying? Why are our sons the way they are? Why are our daughters the way they are? It's because of Esau's system. Why is there so much pollution? It's because of Esau's system. Why are the food defiled? The food is defiled. The air is polluted. The water is defiled. It's because of Esau's system. Everything goes back to the rulership. You see what I'm saying? All right, and we have been told to turn against all that. We've been told to separate from all of that. You see what I'm saying? To separate. And that's the only way we making it up out of here, man, is if we separate from this place. You have to separate from the ways of this world, man. And the scriptures tell us clearly that only a small remnant is going to do that. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. You see what I'm saying? The prophets are telling you the solution. The prophets are giving you the understanding of how to fix this. And the only one that's going to fix it is the Lord, Yahweh Shai. You see? But he gave us straight commandment on how to avoid the punishment, because hella punishment is coming for these people, all right, who have turned this world upside down, man, and for all of those who follow in this philosophy. And that ultimate token of following his philosophy is going to be that microchip. The ultimate token, the proof that you have that you are complete. You are in complete subjection under his rule, is going to be that mark. It's going to be that device. That's going to be the proof. This is Psalms chapter 82. Psalms chapter 82 and verse 5. Start at verse 4. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. This place is out of course, man. This world is out of control. There's nothing that is orderly here. That's why it has to be completely reset. It has to be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? This is why. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness, man. You know what I'm saying? The people are in disarray because of this wine, because of this strong drink. All right? Verse 16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. You see? The Lord has to completely fix this, man. All of this has to be turned back around, man. All right? And that's why the remnant are turning back. The remnant have awakened, man. You know what I'm saying? And are turning back to our power. Yahweh Shai, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 16. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. All right? 2/3 are destroyed, man. And the rest of these rebels all around the world, man, they through. They through, man. You see? They through. It's only the elect that's coming back. Those are the ones that we do these lessons for. Those are the ones that we go out to the highways and hedges for, man. You see what I'm saying? Because we know that the overwhelming vast majority of you Jakes out here are through. And you're not coming back. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to die on this side, man. And then you'll come back through the loins of the elect. All right? But you're going to have to know that. You're going to have to know righteousness through absolute pain. Through absolute pain. There's no other way. You're gonna have to perish here when the nukes drop. You see what I'm saying? Let me get that since I mentioned it. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. It reads, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Yasharallah in truth." You know what I'm saying? The remnant aren't going to be looking to this devil system for support. You see what I'm saying? Those that are hopeful elect, we're not looking to this devil system to keep us sustained. We moving on. We moving on, man. We done separated ourselves from this wicked society, man. Verse 21, "The remnant shall return, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness." You see? So, we're not out here looking for everybody. We're not out here prophesying and preaching to, for the sake of everybody, man, because we know that the overwhelming majority is not going to get it, man. Now, we do as we're commanded. We're supposed to be out here and preach. Nevertheless, for the opportunity for them to get it right. But just like in the time of Noah, man, he was out there for 120 years. You know what I'm saying? The Lord told him to stop at some point. And very soon, the Lord's finna tell us to stop. And we're going to stop. And there will be no more prophesying and preaching, man. You see what I'm saying? All the things that ChatGPT just listed, all the things is what you see today. Every bit of what ChatGPT said is what has taken place. All of it has transpired today. There is no fixing this outside of destruction. There has to be destruction. You see what I'm saying? It has to be destruction. And all these jokers out here that's trying to save Esau, Edom, trying to save the so-called white man, because let's be honest, you don't care about what happens to every other nation on the planet. You don't care about what happens to these Moabites and Ammonites and Ishmaelites, so on and so forth, man. You care about the so-called white man. You care about the Edomites, excuse me. You care about the Edomites. All right? You don't even care about Elam. You see what I'm saying? You care about Esau. Y'all gonna die the death of the heathen, man. That's what y'all gonna get. You see what I'm saying? That's what y'all gonna get. It's just that simple, man. Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 12. "Hearken unto me, O Jacob, and Israel my called. I am he. I am the first. I also am the last. Mine hand also hath laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand hath spanned the heavens. When I call unto them, they stand up together. All ye, assemble yourselves and hear. Which among them hath declared these things? Yahweh hath loved him. He will do his pleasure on Babylon, and his arm shall be on the Chaldees. I, even I, have spoken. Yeah, I have called him. I have brought him, and he shall make his way prosperous." You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to fix all of this, man. And he's going to do this by the hand of his children, by the hands of his children, the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Beginning with our Lord Yahweh, beginning with our Lord Yahweh Shai, all right, and the 144,000. That's what's going to fix all this. All right. So I'm going to cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.